I mean, look at the breakdown here. It's just devastating. On one hand, you have Pip's expectation. His money came from the elegant, high society Miss Havisham. The reality? It came from Magwitch, an escaped convict. He expected that becoming a gentleman was the key to being with Estella. The reality? A total fantasy he made up in his own head. He thought his status came from high-class approval. Nope, it was funded by the blood, sweat, and tears of a criminal he finds disgusting.
And we're not just talking disappointment here. This is pure horror. Pip is totally repulsed by Magwitch, but he's also terrified out of his mind. See, Magwitch came back to England illegally. If he gets caught, the sentence is death by hanging. So Pip realizes he's not just linked to a criminal. He's hiding a wanted man, a dead man walking right in his own apartment. It really makes you rethink the whole idea of a benefactor, doesn't it? Pip had this picture in his head of a fancy patroness just kindly handing down a gift. But the reality, wow, the reality is a man who was so grateful for one tiny act of kindness from a child that he literally dedicated his entire life and was willing to risk his own execution just to see that boy from the marshes grow up to be a gentleman. But here's the amazing part. As Pip's whole fake life comes crashing down, something real starts to grow in its place. That feeling of disgust he has for Magwitch, it starts to fade, and it gets replaced by a sense of duty, and then, surprisingly, by genuine affection. By losing the money he thought made him who he was, he finally starts to find his true self again. He remembers the importance of loyalty, of forgiveness, all that simple goodness he'd forgotten, the kind he used to see in Joe. And all of this leaves us with one heck of a question, doesn't it? The secret behind Pip's fortune isn't just a clever plot twist. It's a takedown of the entire idea of social class. I mean, if a so-called gentleman can be created, bought, and paid for by a criminal's life savings, then what does being a gentleman even mean?